Good evening and welcome to another Strawberry Patch. I'm Carol Long, and this evening Teresa Key's back, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about the West Virginia Strawberry Festival and help you get ready for the big celebration happening May the 9th through the 17th. And also maybe give you some salutes to the sponsors that are sponsoring many of our events, which makes it possible for us to bring them to you. Thank you for coming again, Teresa.
You're
this
welcome.
Is getting to be a friendly visit. This is your third one, I think.
This is my third.
And I enjoy having you.
Thank you.
You're going to be working some this year with our court.
Yes.
So would you like to talk a little bit about the court and how they are brought into the community and do some special things that folks may not know about?
Okay. Well, the Queens will be arriving on Saturday morning before opening ceremonies, and we'll be over at the courthouse, and they'll be participating in the opening ceremonies, and then all three are going to ride in the horse and carriage parade on
wonderful.
Saturday evening.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
And then do they go home and come back?
Well, no, they're going to spend the night on Saturday night, because on Sunday we're going to go to the horse pull out at Bennett's farm, excuse me. And then they'll go home, and then they won't be back until Tuesday evening. And then Wednesday morning we start bright and early.
And where are some of the places that you'll be planning to visit?
We're going to go to a couple of the schools that have requested that we go, and we're going to be going to the USPFO. I don't think that people in the community realize how in-depth and what role the USPFO plays in our community. It's very involved. And then after we do that, we're going to go have lunch, and then the girls start getting ready for, well, we go to coronation practice, and then they start getting ready for the beautiful pageantry of the coronation.
We talked about that in one of the episodes with Charlena about what a beautiful pageantry celebration that is. And it's at Wesleyan College again this year. And it will be on Wednesday at 7. But if you come at 6:30, you'll get to hear the West Virginia Brass Quintet, and they are awesome.
Yes, they are.
And then if you come to the coronation, which starts at 7, once it is over, you're invited to a reception.
Yes.
And that's all free.
Yes, and it's going to be cookies and punch at the dining hall.
French C dining service.
I was going to say Fred. French C dining hall, and there'll be punch and cookies in honor of the queens.
And you get to meet the royalty.
They will be there.
And we have a king too.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know at this point who's going to crown the king and queen?
Well, the Commissioner of Agriculture is crowning the king.
And that's Walter Helmick.
Walt Helmick. And there was some discussion as to who is going to crown the queen. Of course, the missus has already been crowned. She was crowned, and the team, they were crowned at the pageant. It's been talked that the lieutenant governor...
I think that's who's coming.
And perhaps there's been talk that...
I don't think that he's going to be able to come.
Okay, well, it's going to be the lieutenant governor. You know, it was discussed at our meeting last night that it could be Joe Manchin.
He's coming Saturday for the parade.
He's coming Saturday. Very good.
So that's going to be an interesting event on Wednesday. We also have something else down on Main Street. If you're downtown and a pageant isn't your thing or a coronation isn't your thing, we also have the cars.
Yeah.
Beautiful cars, antique, classic cars that will be lined up on Main Street. And I think they had over 100 last year.
Wow.
And so there were a lot. And so they're going to be here, and I'm still not sure about the Bluegrass Jam. If we don't have one scheduled, we might be able to persuade Rodney into talking into somebody that we could do a Bluegrass Jam with that group.
On the courthouse.
Yeah, at the courthouse at 6 o'clock. But we also have entertainment that's going on in our food court. And it starts Tuesday night and goes clear through Saturday. And Wednesday night we have entertainment there. So you can come down Wednesday night, you can come to the courthouse, you can come to Main Street, look at the cars, go to the carnival, and go for entertainment at the food court and find some good foods to eat.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to a funnel cake.
A funnel cake? Who was it? You like fried pickles.
I love fried pickles. Can't wait.
Well, there's a lot of folks coming in with some really good things, as well as all of the folks, and we have this on our brochure. So you pick the brochure up someplace in town at one of the stores, and you can find a place in that brochure that'll tell you all the places that are serving strawberries, strawberry ice cream, strawberry shortcake, pies, sandwiches, pancakes. So, you know, you can find about anything you want. If you don't find them at the vendor alley and you don't find them at some of the churches, you can find them in the restaurants. So there should not be...
you shouldn't go home hungry.
No, you shouldn't go home without some kind of a strawberry goodie to eat.
That's right.
So what else are the girls going to be doing?
Well, on Thursday, it's more of a laid-back kind of day. We're going to be doing the diaper derby and the strawberry blonde.
They like that.
Yeah, they do. And then they're going to judge the window displays that are up and down Main Street.
And there's some pretty ones. I've seen a few. So that's another free thing you can do. Bring your family down. And even this coming Sunday, between the Horse and Carriage Parade Day and the first of next week, you know, if you have the weekend, come and look at all the beautiful windows and the things that are going to be in there. And we just have so many things going on. I think people can be busy any day, any hour, and find something of interest.
Absolutely. One thing that I'm really looking forward to doing with the girls is taking them to Chapel Hill for strawberry shortcake and ice cream, because those sugar cookies, they're pretty special.
I tell you, I always get mine, and I usually get it one time during the festival, and I get mine done with the strawberries and the ice cream on a cookie.
Oh, that's the only way to go,
rather
Carol.
than to do the cake, because oh my gosh, that's good.
Well, I'm hoping to sneak in and get my cookies a couple days early.
You know, they're making 1,500 dozen cookies.
Is that more than last
year?
Yes.
Oh yes, they ran out, so they're wanting to make sure they have plenty of cookies.
Wow.
But you need to get in there and get your order in and get them as quickly as possible, because they do run out.
And they are delicious.
They're homemade.
And then on Thursday afternoon, you know, that is the Junior Royalty Parade evening, and you know, it's so neat to watch the little kids in the parade, the little baton groups and the acrobatic
I love
groups.
the ones at the back of the parade. They're just so tiny and they're just so cute.
So that's fun.
And then we have, that's our second parade. Our third parade happens on Friday night when all the firemen come to town.
You know, there's a lot going on Friday evening.
Yes, there is.
That new 5K is a new event this year. I'm really anxious for that to happen. And of course, then we'll have our portion of the parade where we'll have our teen queen, because this is her parade. And she'll be honored in that parade. And I think that on Saturday, her band, which is Morgantown High, will be marching behind her.
No, they go in front of her.
They go in front of her.
in front of her to escort her down Strawberry Lane, because she's a member of that band.
Well, she's a majorette.
Yes, I knew she was a member of it.
I think that's an honor that, you know, their band is going to, you know, lead her down Strawberry Lane. I think that's pretty nice.
And of course, Buckhannon Upshur High School will be in there. Our honor band is Cabell Midland High School, and they're from Ona, I believe, Ona, West Virginia. And they're the winners from last year, and that is based on scoring of marching and playing and all kinds of things.
Auxiliary groups.
Right, so they will be the honor band, and then our feature band is East Fairmont Busy Bees. They're coming to do that. We have a band coming in from North Carolina. We have the United Drum Bugle Corps coming back from Canada. This will be, I think, their 5th visit.
They are wonderful.
They are, and they are the best advocates for our festival. They just send information out all over trying to get people to come. So we have several drum and bugle corps. We have several high school bands. I don't have the lineup in front of me, but I think it's going to be an interesting parade. Bolivian groups are going to be some of those. We'll have Shriners, and we'll have floats. We'll have some dignitaries, too, that'll be involved with the parade.
Didn't you say that Joe Manchin was coming
back?
Yes,
he's supposed to be there this year.
And he's retiring from his political career, I do believe. Isn't that?
Well, I thought he was going to run again, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I thought that's why Shelley Moore Capito and... This is not a political show. Let's get back to Strawberry Festival.
We also want to remind folks of the carnival, and it'll start Monday night from 6 to 10, and I think Tuesday night at 6 to 10, Wednesday night maybe 6 to 11.
Well, what night is family night?
I don't know. That's something we never know till they get here.
And they decide.
Right, they decide, and you can get stamps. I will remind folks that are going to visit the carnival, if you come and you get a hand stamp, those hand stamps are only good for so many hours. So if you leave and come back, you'll have to do another hand stamp. So do all the writing that you want to within the period of time that you have for your hand stamp. And of course, you can buy tickets. We thank Gamble Amusements for being with us because they do help support the festival.
Yes, they do.
So if you go and you have rides and you play games, at the end of the festival, we get a portion of that, and it's very helpful in trying to meet our expenses.
Yes.
So we thank you for doing it, and thank Gamble's for coming. And their last day is Sunday, and I believe it's from 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, but they'll be here on Sunday as well. And they go to midnight, I believe, on Friday and Saturday night.
Yes, they do.
So there's all kinds of things downtown. Don't forget the Party Gras on Friday and Saturday night. We have groups that will be entertaining on Main Street Friday and Saturday night from 9 to midnight. We have Strawberry Idol, which is a really interesting competition for singers.
Can you believe that this is the 10th year for Idol?
Isn't that awesome? They're going to have a little celebration. And I think that's going to be good for anybody that likes to sing. If you like gospel music, you have a night to do that. If you
That's
like
Thursday.
Yeah, at 8:30, and it's for youth and adults.
Yes.
And it costs $25 to enter that. And if you want to wait till the last minute, as long as there's room, you can come and get applications here at the festival headquarters.
Yes.
But we also want to encourage you for a lot of applications and special information. You can go to our website at www.wvstrawberryfestival.com. And if you have questions or you really have to know something important and you need to be involved in something and you don't know where to find it, you can call our festival office at 304-472-9036. Somebody will answer the phone, and then beginning Saturday, this festival headquarters across from the annex at the courthouse, it will be open. We'll have it manned on Saturday. There will not be anybody here on Sunday, but all next week, from Monday through Sunday, Festival Week, we'll have someone in here till probably after dark, maybe when some of the things are open. And
on Monday and Tuesday, I think it'll probably close at
about
5.
8, well, 5 or 8 o'clock. I think Bob Wines is working on it, and he said probably 8. But we have a lot of volunteers that are not with the Strawberry Festival Board that help, and we really want to show our appreciation. Thank you for being involved in some way, whether you're doing a fundraiser, whether you're helping to paint the streets. And we want folks to know that our high school did paint the street at the courthouse intersection, and they did a strawberry dream. I think it's a cloud with some things on it. So that's the art class at the high school.
And it looks really nice.
Yes, it does. It's very attractive.
Good job.
And then our little berry fairies come out, and they put strawberries on the street for Strawberry Lane. And we have flags up. It's starting to look very festive. And
it's beginning to look a lot like festival.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You thought I was going to say Christmas, didn't you?
No, well, festival sometimes is like a Christmas. You know, there's so many things that you can do. I want to put a plug in now. Our festival programs arrived today. They will come out into the businesses if we can get them delivered. Though some of the Main Street businesses will have them tomorrow. This is the cover. There's all kinds of interesting things in there that you would want to, maybe there's a map on where everything's located. We've got that. We've got information on our royalty. We've got information on the history of the festival. We got our scheduled events in there. And this is something, Teresa, that I want to go over because I think it's very important. And that's our official sponsors. So West Virginia Lottery and Likens Energy Solutions are doing the divisions for the Grand Feature Parade on Saturday. Sudden Link is also working with the Grand Feature Parade. Aaron's is working, and I think Aaron's is bringing in the Steelers drumline, and that's going to be a new one. We've never had that before. Also, the Citizens Bank of West Virginia, I think they're doing a float. We'll talk about that probably parade day, but Aaron's and Rayson, I know, are both working with the Pittsburgh Steeler drumline. Mike Ross and Ike Morris, they do the Horse and Carriage Parade. This is, what, the 5th year, I believe, that they're doing that. And First Community Bank is doing the Junior Royalty Parade. So those are some major sponsors. We also have Weyerhaeuser, Trust Joyce is doing the art show. Mike Miller with the CEO events. Sears of Buckhannon and Heavenly Touch are doing the children's events. Jenkins Subaru and Hyundai are doing courthouse entertainment. Country Club is doing the golf tournament, and we've talked about that. That is on May the 17th at the Country Club, and you can talk to Mr. Butch Heyer. And I guess if they sell the tickets, there's 200, I think Charlene said maybe 250 tickets. And if we can sell all 250, someone will win $1,000.
That's awesome.
So that's good.
Pick me, pick me.
Yeah, and I have not had a chance really to plug the Gospel Sing. That's the last day of the festival on May the 17th. It'll happen at Wesley Chapel at 2 p.m. And Sam's Pizza, Teresa Key Auctions, which is you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Holbrook's Nursing Home and Mountain Lake Insurance are bringing the Gospel Sing. So we will have Soldiers of the Cross back. People love them. They're local. And the Tacketts are coming back this year for their second visit. But they won't be coming just the 3 of them. They have a band. So now there'll be about 6 of them coming for that. And we urge you to come and spend the afternoon at the Gospel Sing and get a spiritual uplifting, because they sing good music, and they usually have, they don't do a sermon or anything, but they share a little bit of their ministry, and it's just a good time to unwind after a long week of the festival. So come to the Gospel Sing at 2 on the 17th. We do a free will offering. If you can give to it, fine. If you can't, you still come and enjoy yourself. So I wanted to put a plug in for that. 88 Restaurant, we have all kinds of law enforcement that comes in here, and they sponsor a breakfast for all the men and women that work on that. Jenkins Ford does our minor court. Record Delta newspaper does the photography exhibit. Ralston Press has done this beautiful program, and they help with the lineups. So if you purchase a program, which is $3, you can turn a coupon out of that program into somebody that's selling programs and get a free lineup for the Grand Feature Parade. Performance Chevrolet's doing golf tournament. Corehart Refractories, Road Bowling, Progressive Bank Senior Center activities. Natello's does the Strawberry Idol and has for several years.
Yes.
They give good checks to the winners, too. Buckhannon Fitness Center is doing that new Strawberry 5K, and we're excited about that. Energy Corporation of America is doing the Sweetest Berry Contest, and MPL is doing the streaming for the Grand Feature Parade, which is very important. If you live here in Buckhannon and your family lives in North Dakota, or they live overseas, Oregon, wherever, if they go into WDTV.com and look at that on the internet, you can pick up the live streaming and watch the Grand Feature Parade. So your families might be able to get that and enjoy a little bit of the hometown atmosphere while we're sitting here at the parade lineup and watching it. And at the next one, we will give some of our in-kind sponsors and other sponsors. In-kind sponsors are just as important, because lots of times there are things that we need, and there's a business out there that maybe not have the extra money, but they can give us some supply.
Right.
So if you have an in-kind that you would like to talk to us about, we'll listen, and maybe we'll be able to work something out and help each other out. So what have we forgotten to talk about, Teresa?
Well, on Friday, we haven't touched on the Arts and Crafts show very much. That's always very interesting.
And it's full.
And it is full again. And, you know, there are a lot of vendors over there that sell a lot of, you know, handmade wares. And there are some commercial vendors. I know last year that there was I can't think of the name of the little necklaces that have the little charms in them. There were a couple of those ladies over there, and there were candles and soap and
there's just all kinds of things, anywhere from baskets, shirts,
wood crafts.
aprons, wood crafts, glassware.
Yes.
Anything that you'd want. Lots of lotions and different things with scents that you can use, and usually somebody comes with various things that you can mix and put on salads. So, I mean, just a variety of all kinds of things. And I think there's probably 5 or 6 states that are going to be coming to the arts and crafts.
That's really nice.
And that starts on Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6. If you come to West Virginia Wesleyan's Rockefeller Gym, go in the front doors and you can go right into the arts and crafts. If you go to the right, there's an elevator and you can go up to the quilt exhibit.
Yes, the quilt and the art show.
The art show's on the left.
Yes.
And there's an elevator that goes to the second floor, so if you can't do stairs, you can do that. It's all free. You can come in. If you don't want to buy anything, you can still look at all the wonderful things that are going to be available for folks to purchase. And look at the art talent and the quilt talent. I mean, those things are just exquisite. So we would invite you to take that in. If you like photography, you'll find photography at the Senior Center. And what else is at the Senior Center?
The senior citizens activities.
Right.
And I love those. I have been doing that event for as long as I've been on the board. And they have a checkers and dominoes tournament, and then we do berry capping. And if you've never seen little old ladies and little old men with paring knives
they're pretty quick.
They are pretty quick. I could only hope to be that quick, maybe when I get their age. And then on Friday afternoon, they do that on Wednesday, and on Friday afternoon we have the berry capping championship and the crowning of the Lord and Lady.
And do you know who the Lord and Lady is?
I do, but I don't. I have forgotten.
I know Harley Brown is the Lord, and is her name Betsy? No, that's not right.
You don't know either.
Yes, I do. But in fact, I just wrote it this morning, but I didn't know the lady. I know Harley Brown, but we'll make sure that you get her name too.
Absolutely. And they'll be riding in the horse and carriage parade on Saturday.
Yes, and I think they're going to have a horse and carriage on the Grand Feature Parade as well. So we're
really
excited
cool.
about that.
Absolutely.
I want to share something that is new, and I'm going to read this because I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's called the West Virginia Mobile Wall. And this is a West Virginia State Council Vietnam Veterans of America group, and they're proud to introduce to the West Virginia Strawberry Festival a very important project for all the veterans, families, friends, and communities in West Virginia. This wall travels all the time. It does not have a permanent home. The project was to construct a West Virginia State Council Vietnam Veterans Mobile Wall that now serves as a memorial for all of the West Virginia Vietnam veterans who served during the Vietnam War. This wall only includes the names of West Virginians who were killed in action, held as prisoners of war, and those still missing in action on the soils of South Vietnam. North Vietnam, its seaways and theater of operation on the soils of Vietnam. The list includes over 732 West Virginians who are true heroes that gave their lives in the Vietnam War for their country and this proud state. This is going to travel all through the state, but they're going to make a stop here in Buchanan. So they will be here, and I believe it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They're going to be located down on the parking lot of the Buchanan Fire Department, which is on Florida Street. So you will want to take that in and show your appreciation to all the men and women who served in Vietnam. And this wall will do that, and I think it's a wonderful thing to have as an addition to our festival.
I think so too. They were talking at the meeting last night about the Traveling West Virginia. I don't know if it was called Traveling.
It's called Trippin', isn't it?
Bike road tripping, and that's Channel 8 out of Charleston.
And they're coming Monday.
Is going to be coming on Monday. So if you want your chance to be a celebrity, maybe you should come downtown on Monday evening. And
yes, they'll be here from 6 to 6:30. And what they're doing, I think, is going to various fairs and festivals throughout the state. And they're going to some of the carnivals that are going to be in, their amusements going to be in some of these areas. And they've told us they would like to see people, and we encourage them to wear a red shirt.
Absolutely. Red's our official color.
You might even put a strawberry on there.
That's right. Show your strawberry spirit.
Yeah. So if you are in town and you want to come to Main Street, you do have something to do. You could go to the carnival that evening, but you could also walk down Main Street from 6 to 6:30 or walk through the carnival when they're going to be here and show your appreciation for the community here.
Yes.
Buchanan is a nice little community. It's centrally located in West Virginia, and our Strawberry Festival last year was listed as the best parade in the state. We are also listed in Buchanan as one of the top 42 small, coolest communities in the country. So we're getting all kinds of information out for the things that are going on here in Upshur County. We have the Strawberry Festival, but there are other things to come to Buchanan and Upshur County to visit. But right now, we're talking about Strawberry Festival, and that happens May the 9th through May the 17th. And we sure want everybody to come in. It's an event that's for the entire family. It's an exciting family tradition. The theme this year is right behind us, Strawberry Dreams, and many strawberry dreams have come true. I talked about that at a meeting yesterday about some of the dreams that our queens have had and some of our royalty and the fact that, you know, they have been here before but never dreamed that they would serve as the royalty for the Strawberry Festival.
Right.
So their dreams have come true.
They have. And you know, a lot of the girls that have been queens still feel like they're a part of the family, and they are
Yes,
part
they
of the
are.
family. And they're planning on coming back this year. I know that Hannah McComas, that was our queen 2 years ago, she's planning on being here the week of festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm looking forward to reconnecting with her.
Well, we have two things to share with you in the stores. You can find the brochure, which will give you all kinds of information on the festival. The only things that are not correct would be the golf tournament on May the 17th and the miniature horse show, which has been moved to the 17th at 10, golf tournaments at 1. If you have not picked up a program by the end of this week, they're going to be in businesses downtown. I believe the CEOs are going to be selling them on Horse and Carriage Day. So we have another group, and I don't want to announce it in case they can't do it, but I think we have a group that's going to be selling these. So when folks sell these for us, a group, as a fundraiser, they get a percentage of what they're sold for. So we just encourage you to participate with the West Virginia Strawberry Festival. Thank you, Sharon Sabo and State Farm, located in Tennerton, for all your support, and all the other sponsors who are helping us. We couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without TV3, who has been really good to come in and showcase all the events that we have and give us the strawberry patches, and all the sponsors that help to make that airtime possible. So we thank you all for joining us at the Strawberry Patch, and we might see you again next week. Thank you, Teresa.
You're very welcome, Carol.